Bonjour, buenos dias, magandang umaga. Welcome to the inner sanctum of my chamber of chakras. And thank you for joining me on another episode of Astro Affirmation for May 4th, 2023. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Feel it in the air. The wind is taking it everywhere. Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yes, yes, yes. I can feel it. That full moon energy is coming strong. Oh, yeah. Last night, Luna looked lovely as she peeked through the clouds last night. She was peeking in and out of clouds. It's raining here in the IE, cold and wet. Woo-hoo-hoo. Can you guess what the color of the day is? Prince Roger Nelson's color. Yes, the maestro. R.I.P. to the artist formerly known as Prince. Yes, he was, is, and always will be my American Idol. BTW. AI is down to 8 contestants. Season 21 is by far the toughest competition in AI history. These kids are just so gifted and talented. It's hard to pick just one. And that is why I am appealing to the American Idol Board of Directors right now, right here on YouTube. Pick 2. Pick 2. One male, one female to clinch this phenomenal season. The season finale is scheduled on May 21. Season 21 finale, May 21. Hey, and what better way to make a mark in 2023, the year of balancing polar opposites, hey, yin yang, so we can become fully conscious, right? Let's do this. Si se puede. On that note, let us sing our theme song for 2023 to bring complete illumination into our lives. That though we are separate, we are one. We are one in the spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we pray that all unity may one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. And we'll guard each man's dignity and save each man's pride. Then they'll know we are Christians by our love, yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. Thank you for singing. I love that. Yes, you guys are getting so much better at singing. I love it. Alrighty then, let's have a little coffee talk before we start our chakra chat. Go on, grab your cup and let's spill some tea. Got my wide awake coffee from Seattle here in my clear coffee mug. Yes, let's take a sip. I love coffee. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my viewers who have encouraged me with their comments to keep on keeping on. Holla, holla, holla. Thank you for your emotional support and positive feedback in validating me as a YouTuber, even in my old age. Yeah, I was reflecting on the past 4 years of my life yesterday. Yesterday was the third eye chakra. And I realized that at this point in my life, I am exactly who I'm supposed to be. You see, on my 58th birthday, which also happened to be during my Saturn return, for those of you who don't know Saturn return, it happens when the planet Saturn returns to the astrological sign that it was at on the day that you were born. So roughly, it happens for people at the age of 27 through 31, and then 56 through 60, and then 84 through 90. Okay, well, my brother Norman, and I call him Nam for short, gifted me a reading from intuitive astrologer Gregory Scott for my 58th birthday. And Gregory Scott, is a tarot expert and numerologist as well. I subscribe to him on YouTube. He sent me the recording on MP3 after the reading, and I listened to it again yesterday. He read me like an epic novel, yo. Yeah, all my life, I felt like a gay man in a woman's body. And I shared that with people on occasion. But you know, they just laugh at me. But I'm serious. My brothers and I used to play church when we were young, and I would be the priest saying the mass and giving out communion. Yeah, that was like 1968. Turns out, in my past life, I was a French monk, an accordion busker, and get this, a gay shaman. When he told me that, I was like, aha, no wonder. Yeah, that was like one of my first aha moments. So I'm so proud of that because it validated how I felt inside all along. He also said I was a saint in another past life. Turns out I've been coming back to Earth like 38 times. So I have a lot of past lives. He even said I was a mermaid in my past life, which meant I'm like an elemental of some sort. But anyways, he said that I was a saint in another life, which was projected in this life as my name. He didn't say this part. This is my realization. So his reading that I was a saint in another life, I realized yesterday that it's projected in this life as my name, Bernadette. Y'all know the famous French saint, Bernadette Soubirous? Yes, my mom's name is Lourdes. So she named me Bernadette because the Virgin Mary appeared to Bernadette Soubirous in Lourdes, a small town in the south of France. And I've always desired to go to and live in the south of France. Weird, right? Anyway, Saint Bernadette Soubirous built a church in honor of this Marian apparition, this apparition of the Virgin Mary. And now that apparition is known as Our Lady of Lourdes. And guess what? I have a cove in my backyard today dedicated to my mom. And I didn't make it. It's a naturally formed canopy of this bright orange trumpet flower bush that just grew into a shape of like a cave. And it has become a bird sanctuary, especially for hummingbirds. In fact, I published a video showing that area in my backyard, and I referred to it as the Hummingbird Cove, but I dedicated it to my mom in the beginning and still now. And in my heart, I call it Lourdes Grotto, Lourdes' Grotto. In fact, I was visualizing a statue of Ludi, that's her nickname, her likeness, to put in the center of the cove in a lotus position, like the Buddha, except it would have my mom's, Lourdes's face. It hasn't manifested yet, so in the meantime, I have a plastic statue of a hawk sitting on top of a broken fountain in the middle of the cove to represent my brother, Alexis Peña-Goko, aka Catanic Panic, who passed away last year on February 5th. My brother Ray, who is the third one down, I have 4 siblings, they're all boys, and I'm the oldest. Okay, so my brother Ray is the third one, the middle child. Anyway, my brother Ray said that after Alexis's death, hawks would fly over his head and he would feel Alexis's spirit hovering over him. Spirit animals carry messages from beyond the grave, and hawks tell us to look at the big picture and not get caught up in the details of life. You know, is saying zoom out of your situation and see from the eyes of God, perceiving the end from the beginning, right? It reminds me again of the Ouroboros symbol, right? Because that point is the singularity of creation, where everything and everywhere comes from. It is at this point where the beginning meets the end, right? Where a new cycle begins, where you can start on another level. The cycle of time is spiral, turning outwards toward infinity. Okay? All right. It's enough more chakra talk. Coffee talk. Let's focus on the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. In Sanskrit, Sahasrara means 1,000-petaled. Okay? It is the 7th and highest vibrational energy center of our soul spirit. Okay? In Sanskrit, these spinning wheels or spinning spheres, as I like to call them, these spinning spheres of energy are called chakras. So here you see a picture of an outline of a human being sitting in a lotus position, and it also shows where that current of energy in the core of a human being's form, right? It's in the core, along the spine, these chakras, these centers of energy. So the lowest one at the base of the spine, the root chakra, connects us to earth, and the highest one, the crown chakra, connects us to sky. The lower 3 chakras I call the soul, and the higher 3 chakras I call the spirit. Between these 2 sets of 3 is the heart chakra. The heart chakra bridges the gap between the physical and spiritual nature of human beings, okay? To unite them, to be raised up to a higher level of consciousness, to achieve enlightenment. Okay, so the color that opens, activates, and balances the crown chakra is purple, violet, lavender, lilac, and white. White is the color of purity and holiness. I'm wearing my purple nurse scrubs with my royal tiara. And Amaranthin is right here. We switched crowns. She's wearing my crocheted queen crown with a white bling on the center, an amethyst gem at the top most peak. And I also got this lavender essential oil that I got from Amazon. I'm using it to relieve tension headaches, which I'm having from the sinus headache I was telling you about yesterday. And all I do is I just squeeze a couple of drops on my finger and then rub my fingers together like this. Rub my temples. Is it? Oh yeah. Behind my ears. Right here in my nose. Between my brows. And the nape of my neck back here too. Yeah. And then I do my deep breathing exercises. To relax and meditate. It works. It's good. It's good. And it makes me smell wonderful. Today I am planning a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio ritual, so I can receive complete illumination from Luna tomorrow. Tomorrow's the lunar eclipse. The full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is tomorrow, 5 de Mayo. And I hope you all will be fully aware of that feminine flowing water energy of the moon tomorrow, to absorb all the wisdom and understanding of God, the universe out there and in here, the universe out there and the universe in you. Okay, the symbol for the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, is the 1,000-petaled lotus flower here on my chakra shawl. Okay, but you know, these petals, though they are called 1,000 petals, they are really infinite, because as each layer opens, okay, these are petals of consciousness. They multiply as they open to expand consciousness forever and ever. Okay, so no end to the opening of these petals. Okay, it's actually 1,000, thousands petals, because it just keeps opening up towards infinity. Okay, the mantra for the crown chakra is Aum, and the hand position is pinky up and the rest clasped like this. Aum. Okay, so do that in your meditation today. Try to get in the lotus position, because that's the form of the tetrahedron, which is the ideal power generator, right? The peak of your head, the crown, is the apex of the pyramid, right? All right, so repeat after me these affirmations for the crown chakra, okay? I am one with all things. I commit my spirit to my higher self and God. I tune the core of my being to the highest vibrational frequency of the universe. light and love flow through me from above as the earth grounds me below and lifts my soul. That's all I have for you today. And once again, I honor God in you and me. Namaste.